What's up? This is Vince Carter. You're listening to the 3-Point Conversion. Check it out.
How do you feel about intensity and feistiness affected the game?
I'm sorry, what was your question? How do I feel?
Yeah.
We just took an L, so I don't really feel great. I feel like that's a typical feeling for a competitor. Yeah, it was a competitive game. Just like every other game is a competitive game. We need to be better down the stretch. I think there's things that we had in our control, and we didn't control the controllable. So we got a quick turnaround for a back-to-back game tomorrow, and we're just resetting and refocusing.
27-2 on Indiana in that third quarter. When a team starts to speed you guys up like that, how difficult is it to slow them down, and how do you guys adjust from that in future settings?
Yeah, I usually call timeout and you go in the timeout and you talk about the things that are hurting you. But, you know, that's the game of basketball. It's a game of runs. I think we started the game, I don't know what it was. So, yeah, they just, yeah, that was a good run and we'll learn from it and get better.
Is there anything that they did in the second half that kind of disrupted your flow?
No, I think it was mainly us. You know, we didn't get to the actions, that we were getting to in the first half. You know, I think like anything in basketball, you know, you take what the defense gives you. And I think we just maybe settled a little bit too much. I think we got stagnant a little bit too much. You know, in the first half, we had better movement. So, you know, those are all things that are in our hands and are very controllable.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were running faster than us.
Yeah, it was more so us just not getting back. Obviously, we're going for offensive rebounds when we miss shots, but we got to be able to get back. And, you know, teams are they're running transition, but they're running wide. So we got to stop running back to the paint. We got to find ball, force the side, and then fall in line. So that's on us, and that's on our transition defense.
Big crowd, Caitlin being here, feel like a playoff game to you guys?
Felt like a home game to
We've
me.
been selling out every game. Yeah, it felt like a normal home game to us.
Sell out the upper tier too, so.
Yeah,
Felt
it
like a
was
normal home game to
game.
us. Yeah,
Yeah, it was fun.
X Factor always shows up.
Yeah.
You gotta think of BG's impact tonight on both ends, just ability to draw contact with the line.
Yeah, it's huge for us. I mean, you know, when she can dominate the paint like that on both ends, it makes, you know, our team better. So yeah, that was good.
Mhm.
Let me put my Spanish brain on.
We love that. This is such a flex. Go ahead, talk to us.
Desafortunadamente no fue el resultado que se esperaba,
Mhm.
pero puedes poner en perspectiva el X Factor para el habla hispana, lo importante que es aquí en casa.
Did you ask how important the X Factor
Yeah, look
is?
at you. Y bueno, cuando se juega en la casa, siempre, cuando tenemos los fanáticos que tenemos acá hace 20 años que ya vienen a todos los partidos y esta noche estaba bien lindo. Obviamente queríamos ganar el partido para ellos, pero jugamos mañana otra vez y otra vez van a venir mañana y mañana se da un mejor resultado para este equipo y para los fanáticos de acá de Phoenix.
Acerca de Caitlin Clark, ella previo al partido dijo que eres una de las basquetbolistas que más admiraba y luego más entrando en la liga. ¿Qué pasa por tu mente cuando otros atletas miran tu estilo de juego y el desarrollo que has tenido?
Sí, bueno, Caitlin, la verdad que es una fenómeno, es una crack desde chiquita y lo que hizo en la universidad, la verdad, increíble. Y ahora el primer año de la WNBA, vos sabés que ella juega a un nivel bien grande y la verdad que lo que está haciendo para el deporte de básquet increíble y viendo lo que va a hacer en el futuro, la verdad que me va a dar mucho orgullo.
No, kind of love.
Uh, she asked, you want to ask a question in English?
Yes, my question is, her was that
So you
Caitlin
can get the
Clark
question.
previously to the game, she had expressed how she admired Diana in basketball and coming up as a new player, how I'm trying to translate from English from Spanish to English, sorry. And seeing Diana's evolution in play, what goes through Diana's mind when she hears that.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. You know, what Caitlin's been able to do in her short career so far has just been nothing short of remarkable. And, you know, the one thing that I really love about her, she loves the game. You can tell she's put the work in. And even, you know, throughout, you know, her short WNBA career, it's been a lot of pressure, a lot of things thrown at her. And, you know, she keeps showing up and keeps getting better every single game. So her future is super bright. And, you know, being a veteran and being in this league for a long, long time, you know, it's pretty cool to see that and, you know, going into the future.
Let's talk about getting off to a fast start today, but the third quarter, we talked about, they got off to that big run, but the way you guys responded and took that lead, obviously I know it shows confidence. What does that say to you guys in coming back and cutting the lead really small going into the fourth quarter?
Yeah, you know, I think we just have to find that consistency over 40 minutes. I mean, we showed we could play at a high level, and then there's times where, you know, we look around and we got to, you know, we got to tighten up. So, you know, it's still a work in progress. That's what this season is. That's what this league is. And, you know, we're going to continue to build, continue to get better, continue to trust each other. And, you know, we have another opportunity tomorrow.
So you had two young teams in here between LA
Yeah.
and Indiana. Now you go to Connecticut, a team that has
Mhm.
just as much experience as the Phoenix Mercury. Putting this game aside as quickly as possible, what is the focus going into tomorrow, knowing that this team is on the same level as you with regard to experience, with regard to championships, and just having that mentality of we are the top team here in the W?
Yeah, I think it's just our experience overall. That's a great team. Connecticut coming in. It's a very even team, even scoring. They've been together for years. But for us, it's no different than how we go into every game. It's about Mercury basketball. It's about us getting better every single day. It's about us gelling and getting that chemistry and just proving what we know we have in this locker room. But like DT just said, we got to be able to span that over 40 minutes and not, you know, drop it in the third quarter.
Now that you've been through half a season, what do you think Caitlin has done for the league?
Oh, I mean, I think more importantly, I think she's done a lot for the Indiana Fever. You know, that's a team that, you know, for the last, you know, couple years is trying to get back to their glory days of Tamika Catchings and putting up banners. So obviously what she's done, you know, I think nationally for the game has been pretty incredible. And, you know, whenever you have that momentum coming out of college and, you know, the eyes on you for 4 years straight. So I think what she's doing for that team right now is pretty impressive. And, you know, that's when I think of her, I think of what she does for her team.
Magic did for the NBA when they came in. And those games were on replay at that time.
Oh,
the
man.
NBA final.
Yeah.
You were in a similar situation when you came out 20 years ago. How do you remember navigating that? I mean, the media wasn't the same, but you still had a lot of attention on you. You had to earn your respect in the league. What do you remember about how you navigated all that attention coming out of college?
Yeah, I love to compete. I loved it. You know, I just loved to play basketball. I really didn't care too much about outside noise or what people thought of me or what they didn't think of me. So I enjoyed every minute. I loved it. Being a rookie was cool, man. It was fun. You could do whatever you want. You didn't know any better. It was fun. I loved it. I had a great rookie year. I had a great time.
Living your best life.
You know, Sports Illustrated, Slam. Is that what you mean? Yeah, it was out there. ESPN, the magazine. Yeah, you're too young. You don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know what I'm talking about.
It's different. Have a big crowd, but have them cheering for the other team as much as they did today. Did you guys even notice that at all, or is it just?
You know, that's strange. Yeah, it's strange, Jeff. You're at home and, you know, there's people rooting for the other team. Yeah, it's strange, but whatever.
Gonna have two on Zoom, Dana.
Oh, it's strange. Yeah, it's strange. It's weird.
Yeah, just one question about the matchup between Griner and Boston tonight. Where do you see that this basically held you guys when they were in that 17-5 run and you hit that 3 or 17-0 run, you hit that 3D. What exactly did you see was help working to get Griner the ball and help her get going towards the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to play collective basketball. It's I know sometimes we try to focus on one person, but our team works best when it's collective and we're playing with shared cognition, and we try to find advantages within that. And obviously today BG had that on a couple of opportunities, but it's collective. Everyone needs to share in that. And I think today we did a good job for the most part, but a lot of room for improvement.
Hey, ladies, how are you? Both you veterans have seen a lot of competitive seasons. I'd just like to ask you as everybody's reaching the halfway point, where does this season rank when you look at, I mean, realistically at this point with a lot of teams getting healthy, where number 7 and 8 could be up for grabs with teams that are sitting in 11 and 12. How competitive is this compared to other seasons that both of you have seen?
Yeah, I think this is the most kind of evenly matched that the league has been in a few years. Used to be, I said this, in my first few years, you used to be able to walk into certain games and be like, we literally just have to lace up and we're going to be good. That's not the case anymore. That's the growth of our game. That's the growth of this league over the last few years. It's the growth of the rookie class coming in and adding to what was already established here. And it's really fun to play. Every single night, you have to bring your best game, and we're doing that every single day, and we're just trying to get better. But this is a beautiful time for women's basketball as a whole, but especially the W. So if you're not supporting the full W, then man, you're missing out on some really great basketball A and some really great and badass women B.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.